just a podcast underground. Cheap minds buzzing, webcams blurry. Wanted out there, no need to worry. Fine Q7A Night is no joke. Audio so rough, makes your ears choke. But they keep talking, voices ain't broke. Budget keeps microphones stroke. We ain't got cash, just passion black. Audio crack. Rock this podcast. Crack the podcast. Crackling audio, background invite. Authentic sound in the dead of the night. Listeners tune in, nothing's ever tried. Raw and pretty, not pristine or light.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming back to Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. I am Clay, and that
Is Kevin.
hey.
How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's having themselves a fantastic baby Friday. I know I am.
There's a handful that have already chimed in the comments. We should go over and say hi.
What's up, everybody in the
Come on,
comments?
Let's go over there.
Who we got up in there, Clay?
Red Cabin Acoustic, how you doing? He says he's running errands and copying the mail. Just don't copy this mail. Okay? All right. Anybody got that? Just Stevo, what's up, man? Lenny Ames, how you doing? Was just messaging with him yesterday. We were talking about my package that's coming in the mail. Did you see my Facebook post?
I did not.
I ordered some stuff, and it's coming in the mail, and I got a notification on my UPS app that said I had a delivery coming from the Doo-Doo Group. The Doo-Doo Group.
The Doo-Doo Group, huh?
Yeah. So it doesn't say what it is. It just says it's coming, but it says it's 120 pounds, so that kind of gives me a hint.
wow.
Yeah. So there's Lenny. King Paco, what's happening, King Paco? How you doing tonight? And that's it. The rest is Lenny. What's crackling, gentlemen?
How? Yeah.
Doo-doo. I like a doo-doo cha-cha.
120 pounds doo-doo. That's a good one.
So I ordered some brake parts. But it doesn't say that that's what it is. It just says that I've got a package coming from the Doo-Doo Group. Who names their company the Doo-Doo Group?
I don't know, but have you ever seen those things to where you can send a package anonymously and it be full of crap or glitter or glitter bomb?
Oh yeah. I've seen those.
I've wanted to do some of those. So
the guy that does it for like people that steal packages off front steps. Yeah. That's
I've wanted
great.
to do something like that for quite a while. One day I will.
Yeah.
Let's see. King Pocket says he's doing awesome. He learned something good stuff.
He learned
Very
some
cool,
good
man.
stuff. Good.
Good stuff is always good. All right, guys. So a little bit about today's show. We're going to be talking. We do not have a spotlight tonight. We do not have a spotlight, but we do have a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the importance of remote setups, having your equipment be set up when doing a remote setup.
if there's anybody out there that's into doing remote podcasting.
This is true because not all podcasting can be done in a studio. Sometimes you need to get out, touch grass, basically.
Yeah.
Get out, touch grass, get
Feet
out.
wet.
Sometimes podcasts, not all podcasts are in a studio. Sometimes they're like vlogs. You're out and, or you need to, you got to go to people instead of people come to you. There's a lot of different scenarios for remote podcasts.
Right.
King Puckers says he's going to take over our show. Sure. Tell us why, man. If we want to know why.
We definitely want to know why, Paco.
Exactly. And hey, man, if you're going to take it over, at least pay us for it. I mean, geez.
Let's see. What did Lenny say? That's a big dog. Yeah. It's a big old doo-doo.
So when you're doing a remote setup, especially for audio, you definitely want to make sure you have your main equipment and you want to back up because there's always that rule. If something can go wrong, it will.
Yeah.
You've seen it happen here on this show many a times.
Yeah.
It just happens. That's just the way things
happens with me. There's the thing that I'm always talking to you about. There's a group of guys doing that wrestling podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess so. I'll jump. Did you have more to say?
No.
So I'll jump right into my part on this. And I know Chris from Livestream Consultants has a little bit of experience or knowledge with sort of like this because he does like live streaming from the church and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bunch of equipment and he's set up really neat. We're not. But anyway, these guys that I'm working with are doing like a wrestling podcast and it's really cool. It's really funny to watch these two. They have their chemistry is amazing. The first couple shows, 2, 3, I was trying to get them to listen to me about making sure we crossed all our T's and dotted all our I's with audio first and foremost. They didn't. And the first couple episodes were awful.
Would you say it's doo-doo?
They were doo-doo. They were like big old piles of doo-doo. It looked okay. We're not filming with like big dollar professional cameras. Matter of fact, I think he's filming with an iPad. It doesn't even matter. They're the small community that we have here. The following is there for them. They're already they're I mean not a lot, but they're getting 200-300 views on their videos in no time. But the audio has to be good. So that's one thing that I want to stress to everybody is if you're planning on doing a remote podcast and you're planning on going out and venturing out and going to somebody else's studio or somebody else's house or garage or whatever it is, dial that audio in. Make sure you nail that first because the video can be subpar and they'll still watch it if it sounds good.
This is very true. Like we said a couple weeks ago, audio needs to be first and foremost. Everything else falls after that. Content, video, whatever it may be, fall right in after. Audio first. When you're on a remote podcast and say you don't have any standalone mics or any mics like this, the XLR mics. Get yourself a nice, cheap, but good pair of
wireless lavaliers.
Wireless lavs, yes.
Yeah.
Such as the Fine M9s. I think that's what they are.
There's a bunch on the market right now, man.
There really are.
It's kind of hard to go wrong, with a lot of these budget options for wireless lavs.
Got Yo Cholo in the house. Yo.
What's up, Cholo?
But yeah, audio needs to be first and test your audio. What I use to test my audio before I go live or before I do a video is, I don't know if you can do this remotely, which I'm sure you can if you have a laptop. OBS, just use the OBS filters have your audio in, test your audio that way, make sure your levels are where you want them. And that's what I use with here with me and Clay, is to get our levels fairly close.
Yeah. Yep.
Clay, do you have anything else you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, no, I mean, and back it up. That was one of the mistakes that we didn't think about or didn't learn was, so now what we've done on this last episode that we filmed is I've got them rigged with 2 studio mics, broadcast mics, running into a cheap little interface. And then that goes into my computer. I come over there with my computer and I record a video, but I'm not looking at them specifically. It might be looking at me. It might be looking, it just depends. But I do that, but I'm collecting their sound, not mine, because I've got them on the studio mics. This last episode, we did that, plus we mic'd them up with wireless lavs. So we're covered. You know what I mean? If one of them has an issue, the week before that, I was recording all the audio in OBS, and it was about, they do it in 2 segments. They do like 15 minutes, and then they take a break, go outside, take a leak, whatever, and then they come back in, because we're in a barn. We're in this guy's backyard. And then we film another 15-minute segment. And about 5.5 minutes in on the second segment, my audio just stopped. OBS quit recording. Don't know why. Yeah. We had no clue because I didn't check it. Normally I don't have to. I can hit record and it just goes fine. To prevent that problem this last time, mic'd them up. So they had lavs, they had that, we were good to go.
And not only that, let's say, the audio fails, you may get some bumping on a mic that you may not normally have. If someone else is joining them, maybe they're bumping the mic. If you have a lav mic, you're getting cleaner audio that way than with somebody. This is going to be painful for some, but
yeah, it ain't that bad.
Yeah, just messing around with their mic.
Yep. So that was kind of the lesson that we learned this last week, and I wanted to share that with everybody, is dial the audio in first, have a backup. I should be using like one of those Zoom recorders. I don't have one. We're budget podcasting, man. Mm-hmm. When we say budget, we mean
go with what you budget. Know. And listen, you can make budget look and sound spectacular in editing. I mean, we all know this.
Yep.
When I do remote recording, I am using my phone on a gimbal, a cheap little gimbal that I got that's like a selfie stick. And I use a lav mic, and that's what I use when I'm remote, which is very, very rare. Usually when I go to like a Comic-Con or something like that. Is when I use that, but that's all I use. But I test everything beforehand. I make sure everything is fully charged. If you're going to use lav mics, make sure everything's charged. Make sure the batteries are there. Make sure you bring charging cables. Just make sure you have everything you need to where you're not stressing a malfunction.
Right. No, big time. And it just helps. We had one episode that, like I said, the one I told you about, that was just horrible. And we ended up giving it to, I haven't even listened to it. We gave it to a college kid he was doing something to do with this line of work, filming, production, whatever. Mm-hmm. He switched majors and now he's doing like nursing, but he still has all the software on his computer. So he took it home and he's like, I'm going to run it through Adobe and I'll clean it up with the AI and see how it comes out. I never got to hear it yet, so
we'll see. Hopefully he's able to do something. Backups for backups. It's better to be over prepared than under prepared,
right?
In my personal opinion. But what does everybody think? Also, what we're going to do is we're having a Q&A tonight as well. You can ask us questions. Like I said, we did not have a spotlight for tonight.
The bulb was blown. We didn't want to replace it. It's a long story.
We were keeping the mood kind of light, or with no light, with a dim bulb. So
yeah.
just this is more of a hangout. This is the last podcast of the month, so we decided to do like a Q&A. Just more of a hangout than a focused gear centric, but we did want to make sure we had a speaking point as far as remote podcast, remote anything. Make sure that you have your backups for your backups. Make sure you have charging cables, and make sure you have some way to store your device on multiple ways so it don't get corrupted.
So that's, speaking of like backup, that's something that I'm starting to do now. Is I've got a backpack that I take with me, and it's one of those backpacks that has a spot for your laptop. And so I'll take my laptop with me, but what I'm starting to do is leave certain items in that bag all the time, so they're just there. You know, for example, one way I back up the video is he's recording with his iPad, and I'm usually recording with the OBSBot Tiny 2 Lite. Last week when we went, for some reason, the cable that I needed, a USB-C to USB-C, wasn't in there. So I was like, oh. And then I'm like, well, maybe I have my hub, because there was a USB-C to Type A cable. I searched the entire bag, no hub. I don't even know why. There's been a hub in my backpack forever. Like a regular USB-C hub, but I didn't have one. So I didn't get to use the video last week. Luckily, they had video, but usually I do a backup, you know? Right.
So I'm starting to... You got lucky with that one, but yeah, it's always good to have backups. Yeah. Like I said, double, triple check things. Yeah. You definitely don't want to be on location and be like, oh, I forgot this.
Well, that's what I was saying is now I'm taking stuff and I'm leaving it in that backpack so that it's always there and I don't need to worry about it. I know I can just grab my laptop, throw it in that backpack and go. Yeah.
Live stream consultants. The spotlight is on that Mac truck grill in front of Kevin. Usually I changed it. This has not left my boom arm since I put it on there. I have yet to move it. And usually I move my mics quite a bit.
Let's see, I want to look he's got a long one. What was the long one? He said you can use an audio interface with a headset out, use the interface into OBS or similar, record the headset out into a Zoom audio recorder. Now you have two versions with the same mics.
Wow, there you go.
I do want to address some stuff that Paco's talking about too.
Okay, go
We
ahead.
just haven't been able to. We were trying to get our subject out first. And I think we got it out, kind of.
Yeah, we got it out.
18 minutes in. So I want to go back up. Paco was talking about, he said something that sparked my interest. He said he also sent me some emails on how to bring in VST plugins and stuff in Streamlabs. I never got those emails, Paco. But I will tell you, I'm not using Streamlabs. I stopped using it, and I'm using another one called Prism Live Studio, and I like it way better. Way better. It's very, very similar to OBS, and I like it a lot. And I can pull everything in. I'm just trying to figure out how to work the virtual camera. For some reason, every time I do it, it says I need to give permissions to Prism to use my camera, and I've already done that, because when it opens up in my settings, it's already checked off, and then I go back and it just keeps doing the same thing, keeps saying you need to give, and I'm like, whatever, I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, but I'm like king of having weird problems.
That you definitely are. I'm not going to disagree with you on that one.
And they could be me. They might not be real problems. It could just be I'm a doofus. So
send link, King Paco says. To the Prisms?
Is that what you looking for Prism Live Studio, King Paco? It's awesome, dude. I love it. I have got right now no issues other than trying to figure out the virtual camera. Once I get that figured out, I don't even need to look back at OBS because it's got all the same stuff.
Is it? So it's basically exactly the same, just
almost identically. Matter of fact, if you want, I can open it up and it's already open. I can show a screen share.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Yeah, screen share. That's what I want to do. Let's see. Window. Hey. Okay.
All right, we'll add the screen and let's just go ahead and
So
do that.
there you go. So you can see that it's. I can't even see it because I gotta move it. I'm gonna block.
Let me try a different scene actually. See if we can work a different scene here. There we go.
That's a little better. Yeah, a little bigger. So it looks very similar when you look at the layout down here. You get your scenes, sources, audio mixer, but then like instead of having like a section over here where you have like your, start and stop recording, your virtual camera, you've got buttons down here, record, go live, and then up and down the side here is all that other stuff. Like this is for your virtual camera. And like I said, I get this. I don't know if you can see the message. No, probably not.
No.
Every time I hit it, I get this message that says you need to allow Prism, and I'm like, I did. But then there's like different options in here where you can do Prism lens, and I'm not gonna be able to show you, but well, unless I can change the screen share to an app share. I don't know. We could try it.
Maybe.
We'd have to close this out, but for the sake of not going through all that, if you download it and start poking around, you're going to see all this stuff.
It does look very similar to OBS. So.
Yeah, it's very similar, but I mean, like I said, it's a little different. You see, like it says my channel up here, and you can go in and like, my channel settings. You probably can't see that window, but at the very
I may
top.
go in and look at it a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's cool, dude. Like at the top, it shows whatever social platforms you're hooked up to, and you can see I've got Clay Allen Review, and I've got my Facebook, and then there's just different stuff. What's this one down here? Prism Discord. This will bring you right to their Discord.
Oh, very cool.
You can draw on the screen. Watch. Like.
Oh wow! So like if you needed like a whiteboard or just to circle something. Oh, that's cool, man.
And then you got like a back button. Just get rid of it.
I like that a lot.
Dude, it's really neat. Like I'm telling you, if I figure out the virtual camera part, I don't need anything else. I'm good. So you can.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove you from the.
Yep, go right ahead.
That's pretty cool.
I like it, man, and it's free.
Hey, like and if it's free, it's for me.
And I looked up too, because you know me, I'm when it comes to like I want the paid versions of stuff because I always want all the goods. I tried to see if they don't even have a paid version. You can't get one, so it's completely free. It's open source as well. There's probably some fellas in the chat jumping in going, bye, because I don't know these things. But and it also pulls in really simple and really easy. If I go live, so the only thing I can't figure out how to do is how to get a guest. It does tell me that I can do a guest with their cell phone, and like there's a certain way you do it. Mm-hmm. But I can't do like what we're doing right now.
All right.
But Paco mentioned something about how he figured out how to do this, how to have a guest in Streamlabs.
Okay. Yeah, he did mention that a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
It has to be a plugin. There's got to be a plugin for it.
He said, send me the work and I'll do the work for you. Send me the link and I'll do the work. I will definitely send you the link. Also, he must be looking for a link for Prism.
Yeah.
Let me do that real quick.
So once Clay sends the link, actually while Clay sends the link, we're going to go to our poll because we do have a poll.
Wait, I'm not going to look for I gotta be here for this. All right, I'm going back over.
So I do not remember if we ever did this poll before. I'm sure we may have, but I don't remember. Just pineapple on pizza. Hashtag yes, hashtag no. And this is one I'm going to vote on because
I know you are.
usually I do not vote on the polls.
This is why I suggested this.
But this one's gonna get a vote for sure. And that is let me do that there and put my my 2 cents in there. Pineapple on pizza. Looks like
You see what Steve-O said?
Yes, I seen what
With
Steve-O
cherries
said.
because he's from the area, so he knows that they do that around here.
We have a bunch of sickos that watch us. You know that?
I'm one of them.
Oh, you guys
Hopefully,
kill me sometimes.
It didn't come through as a link you can click on.
You can copy it, I'm sure. Copy and paste.
Yeah, you can copy and paste it, Paco. That's Prism Live Studio. And then, like I said, the only things that I can't figure out is how to turn on the permissions because I've done it. When I go into like my privacy and security on my MacBook, Prism Live Studio is already checked off and given permission. So, I don't know. Not that I absolutely have to use the virtual camera. It's just nice because you can go in there.
It's nice to have all the little bells and whistles.
Well, you can put you can do a little bit of color grading on your camera view,
right,
and pump that out to a live stream, which is what I usually do. So, but I've kind of figured out a way to make me not look as much like newspaper. So you're seeing me right straight off my phone, my iPhone.
Right.
I bought 2 lights today. Well, I've already had one. The one behind me. You see that?
Little hair light.
It's down on the floor.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, it kind of like lights up around. It's one of those Wi-Fi signal like phone bulbs. You plug it into any lamp, any regular whatever light fixture. The bulb itself connects it like the Philips Hue bulbs. Except this is way cheaper, and you can go through like the full Kelvin spectrum as far as color goes. You can do like a warm light, a white light, and then a daylight. I put it on the warm light and cranked up the brightness so it's casting a little bit of orangish to me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I look a little more like I normally do.
That's what I have here. I have like my normal light here, and I have like this one is a little bit orangey.
Yeah.
I'm probably a little darker on camera than what I normally am in person, but I don't care.
No, whatever. We all
looks good to me.
Yeah, we all have our little things.
Let's see. Does anybody have any questions for Clay or Kevin? Because they are both here today.
Oops. They are both here today. I love when you speak about us like we're other people. I'm just putting in my vote.
Or does anybody have any subject that they'd like us to touch on? Other than, remote setups.
Yeah.
Anything at all. We're open. This is an open forum for you guys. So very cool.
Here today, gone tonight, he says. Yeah, I mean, this was a way I thought today. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get one of those bulbs like I have in the back, and I'm going to put it in the light fixture on the ceiling. And then I can change the color of the lighting. I can adjust the brightness.
Full control.
And I can turn it all off right from here. I can turn that light off. I don't have to get up and go hit the switch anymore.
Oh, I like mine too. I can say, "Hey G."
Yeah.
Turn off studio lights, and my lights will turn off.
Nice.
So many
What's up?
questions I have. Well, ask away, man.
Yeah, what's happening? Know you, Joe?
Ask away. That's what we're here for. That we're here for you guys. Talk about road. What did you learn, Kevin? I learned that I really like Rode. Rode puts out a great product. The Rodecaster Duo is probably my favorite piece of equipment that I have. I'm able to control everything from that. I don't need plugins or anything like that. I can control everything right from my Rodecaster Duo. What else you want to know, my man?
Extra pineapple for Chris. Me too, Chris. Me too.
I mean, I love pineapple. Give me
Actually,
some pineapple, just not on my pizza.
Extra pineapple and ham at the same time.
No,
Oh.
no, you're Joe. The answer is 42.
The light is... Oh, here. Let me close the box up. So this was a 3-pack, and it was like $15, somewhere around there.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, no, like really cheap, because the Philips Hue lights are around 30 sometimes for one bulb.
Yeah.
So these are the Fayette Electric. You can get them in Walmart. That's where I got these. All right, right there. That's what I'm using. And again, like I said, you can choose warm light, white light, daylight, and then you can adjust the temperature of each one of those. You can adjust, they're fully adjustable. It has an option for setting up scenes. I'm trying to hold that there long enough so that they can see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they have scenes
Get
in
your
the
screen
app.
grab now. Get your screen grab now.
Your what?
Your screen grab.
Oh yeah, they've got some in the app. You can set up scenes, and I haven't quite figured that part out. They are cheap, and it seems kind of quirky when I'm in the app as far as the setting up the scenes. But it's supposed to be able to. You can put it on a schedule, so it'll turn on, go off at a certain time, and then you can put it on launch scenes. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I want to be able to walk in. Right now, I've got these bulbs grouped as studio, and I want to be able to walk in and just hit one thing, and it'll turn them all on.
That's always the best. Simple, easy peasy.
It says you can. Oh,
Anthony Lewis has a question for us. What desktop microphone holder do you recommend that is not a boom arm?
so I don't have any experience with any, because every time I get one of those, I throw it in the back of the studio and I never see it again, or I get rid of it. But the one that Mike Newman, Level Up with Mike Newman, just did a review about, it's by Newer. We can look it up and throw the coupon code, or not the coupon code, the link in the chat.
Go check
That
out.
one looks worth it.
Go check out this channel right here.
Level up with Mike Newman.
Oh,
And let me look it up. Let me look it up right now. Actually, I'll look it up on my phone.
what are you looking up?
The Mike Newman Destan.
I mean, are you looking it up on Amazon, or are you looking up Mike Newman's video?
I'm looking up his video because I don't remember the name of it, unless you're looking it up that way.
No, I'm just I'm looking on Amazon real quick. And
And it wasn't. It was not. It's InnoGear, not Newer.
Oh, InnoGear, that's right.
It's the InnoGear.
INNOGEAR
GEAR DS3.
DS3.
Yeah, the InnoGear DS3. Know Your Joe Clay. Did you find the resolve for the echo issue?
No.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Yes and no. So I don't see on this link that I'm about to show you guys, it does not say DS3. It just says InnoGear Studio mic stand with a maximum load of 3.3 pounds. That sounds like the one he was doing. It's 10% off right now, and they're selling it on Amazon for $35.99.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I'll go ahead and throw, unless you want to throw your link, it does not matter to me.
Go ahead and throw yours in there. You're already there.
What is going on here? Well, I might not be able to because Amazon's acting weird tonight.
No, well, it's because they're doing their spring event.
If I click on get link, it goes to like my profile manager thing.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's all messed up.
Can you just send the regular link, not the
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Miss K says, hey guys in chat. Hey, I want to put additional lights / or lamp at our work setup. Very cool. Yeah. My lights are from the TikTok shop. So I got mine from the TikTok shop. I can't remember the name of them, but they're 10-inch round desk lamp lights.
Do you see how the links look that I'm putting in here?
Yeah, they have like a little smile, like a little face on them.
I don't know what is going on.
Yeah,
They look
funky.
I hit the share button just like you normally would.
It looked funky. I like it though.
Yeah, it's like a little panda bear or something. I don't know, or a beer can with a face on it. I can't see it that well.
Let me. They do have them on Amazon, Miss K. Again,
What is she looking for again?
Desk lights. Are you looking for like key lights?
Like video lights?
Is that what you're looking for? Let me see if I can. I'm just making all sorts of noise.
Because they have some really good affordable options. You don't need to get big dollar stuff like Loom Cube and all that. Loom Cubes are
went right to them. They're $33. Let me send the link. Miss K. I mean, maybe. Yeah, it is being weird.
So see, it's not just me. It's Amazon.
No, it's the Zon. It's the Zon.
All right, so I'm gonna put one in. Chris just sent me. I already put the InnoGear one in, Chris, but I'm gonna put in this other one here.
While I'm here, I'm gonna share real quick to show Miss K the lights that I'm actually using. So let me share my screen real quick. And add scene.
So that was who was asking.
So Miss K, this is what I'm actually using. There's 3 different light settings. They mount right to your desk, and they're super mobile as far as range. They do definitely have a wide range. So that is what I'm using.
How much are those?
$33.
That's not bad either, man. See,
No.
and you can change the color temperature and the brightness. Yeah, that's good. That's a good deal.
Ooh. What happened there?
I don't know what you did. Just remove it.
It won't let me. There we go.
Oh.
It went away. Ooh. Is that okay?
Yeah. Paco's Tacos said the reflection of Kevin's lamp on the mic makes me want to have a seizure. Oh, it's bad?
I'm gonna stop hitting buttons.
Oh, I see what he's talking about. On the top, do you have a ceiling fan going?
I do.
We can see the ceiling fan whipping around on the top of your mic.
Sorry. What was he saying?
He said the reflection on your mic was making him want to have a seizure.
Oh, let me change that. Let me change that real quick.
I was like, oh, I know what he's talking about. It's a ceiling fan. I never even asked you about that, and I knew. The reason I knew that one, Paco's Tacos, was because 10 years ago when I did one of my first reviews, I was in this little room I had set up in the house I was living in, and I had a glass table. You know, like those old glass, like the black glass You could get like entertainment centers that were like that, shelving. I had this kitchen table out in this room, and I had my stuff set up on there like an idiot. I've got a ceiling fan whipping around and a light, and you could see in the video, you could see in the reflection of the glass all my fingerprints for one, and you could see the ceiling fan zip 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 zip, zip with the
Hey, we learn as we go, man. We learn as we go. If I go back and look at some of my older stuff, I'm like, oh no, that's bad.
Yeah.
I'd never do that.
But that's
today.
how I knew exactly what was going on your mic. Like, he's got
It's
a
the
ceiling
chrome.
fan.
It's the chrome.
So now you got it on slow.
Well, no, it's slowing down. It's slowing down. Yeah.
He
Sorry-
said he was just
sorry-
he said
sorry,
he was just
King
messing with
Paco.
you. So
Sorry, King Paco.
that was Paco's Tacos.
Oh, Paco's Tacos. Sorry,
Yeah.
Paco's Tacos. I know it was a Paco. Let's see. LOL. Glass and chrome can be whooping. It can be a whooping. Yeah.
Yep.
Any more questions? Any more questions at all?
I've got a little bit more of an in-depth answer for Know Your Joe when he asked if I ever was. He asked, right? If I had
Sure.
ever. What do you mean, sure?
I don't remember.
I think you Bill, I think you asked if I solved the issue, and I said no, and then Kevin said, well, yeah, you did. So you knew that I had started using Streamlabs for a little bit. It was only a couple days into that. I didn't like Streamlabs. So I did some more searching, and I found, I guess it came out last year, or at least it got a big update last year. Prism Live Studio. There's a link for it in the chat comments if you search it. And it is almost identical to OBS, except it's got a lot of little features that are built right in. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. We showed it. We did a screen share with it earlier, and it's got a lot. Like it's really cool. We're just like dead.
Yeah. Oh,
The music stopped.
The music stopped. Yeah.
we
Right
stopped
as-
talking.
Right as you start, I'm like, there's something wrong here. Remember what we were talking about earlier about issues?
Yeah.
You know, things happen. Things happen.
All right. So
Pacos
the-
Tacos, much love from the Dank. Yes, Dank Nation, what's up?
where are we at in the comments? That's what I
Let's
needed.
see. Yeah, any questions about audio gear, or anything really at this point? We're into we've kind of drifted into the ask us anything. Let's talk about anything.
I'm just reading comments. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to, I guess we're pretty behind. Or
Prism
somewhat.
Live Studio has been out since 2019.
Oh, there
Said
you
Live
go.
Stream Consultants. Know Your Joe says he's trying to get some stuff set up for streaming here. Listen, I'm gonna give you the advice that I give everybody. Your setup doesn't need to be the best. Your microphone don't need to be the best. It needs to be decent. But all you really need is a phone to start. Just a phone, hit record, and go. If streaming is what you want to do, then do it. You can build stuff up as you go. Once you get Clay is using a cell phone to record with.
Yeah.
So that's really all you need. Maybe a small lav mic to go along with it, but other than that, that's your setup right there.
Yeah. It just grows as you start, I need to get somebody in here and do some cable management, because I suck at cable management.
Yeah, well, that's why we haven't featured cable management, because neither one of us are great at it.
But I just recently bought 2 light stands for my lights. So now instead of them being one was on a tripod and one was on a boom arm, now they're on actual stands.
Oh, nice.
Just straight up, I mounted them to the desk. And it freed up one of the boom arms that you can't see. It's literally, my finger is touching it. It's just out of frame. And now I've got an overhead spot to do overhead shots right here.
Oh, That's pretty cool.
I used to do it over here, and I'd have to like move and do this. Now it's just right here. It's just out of frame. The phone holder is right on the tip of my finger, and you can't even. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that are right out of frame.
Yeah, but it was nice that I got to free that up, and now I've got another boom arm that I can use for doing different shots. So
I like that. I like when the down angle on the desk. My desk is not conducive for that because I have a corner desk.
Yep.
And I don't have enough room to have anything right here, like maybe right here, but not in front of me. I would have to turn and have my down shot on my desk here.
Yeah, see, I don't have to. It's just, all I gotta do is take the keyboard, move it out of the way, and I can do an unboxing right here.
I'm put in the corner like a bad boy. Like my nose is in the corner.
Yep.
If y'all were close and I could get where the cables are, I could help with the cable management.
Oh, I'm terrible, Bill.
I mean,
terrible.
I would like to say I'm good at cable management, but I'm not.
I'm not.
I got cables everywhere, and a lot of them I don't know what they go to.
So I have like an L desk, okay? And my workspace, like right here, is clear. I have like these nice black desk mats, so everything's soft and there's not a lot of reflection for my voice. But just beyond that, like my laptop is right here in front of me on one of those stands that like tips it up. The only reason I even did that is because sometimes I'll put it under a lot of stress, and I've got a fan back there that I'll turn on and it'll blow a good cool air on it. But right behind all that, behind my boom arms, is all cables everywhere. So
I am like literally in the corner. I got a wall here, a wall there. I got a corner desk. I actually have storage underneath, right between my legs, for microphones and stuff like that. So
between them?
Yeah.
So your feet got to go around it?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to do that. See, I like having my...
Well, I mean, it's not... This is actually how I sit, so it's not bothering me. It's just one of those little storage plastic bins that you can get like at Target or whatever.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of microphones, a bunch of cords, a bunch of cables in there.
And then I bet you Know Your Joe would feel like he was living a nightmare if he saw where my surge protector is. Like, dude, it's so bad. There's like it's like a web of wires. There's a surge protector sitting on top of a little mini clothes basket. It's literally it's about that big. It's a little, but I wanted to get it up off the floor because some of the cords weren't long enough to reach all the way down to the floor.
So Livestream Consultants has been dropping little bits of information. Prism Live Studio has been out since 2019.
Yep, and then 2013 on
OBS has been out since
OBS.
2012. Yeah, 2012. OBS as we know it hit 2013.
StreamYard debuted in July 2018.
And EVMux in 2020. And you're right, EVMux
2022.
Yeah, 2022. 2 years, 3 years. 3 years old. And for what it is, I remember when I first looked into it, I was like, no, it's not for me. About a year later after that, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And that's when I started using EVMux. So I like it. I like it for what I have to use it for. It suits my needs more than it would suit somebody like Clay. EVMux for me, because I have this show, I have my movie review show, I have Mod Squad. I use it for a bunch of things, and it suits me for what I need. Being able to bring people on and stuff like that.
I want to do more lives, and I want to have guests. the reason I don't is because one, I'm worried about doing a live. Can you hear the ambulance?
Oh, I was about to say, is that me or you?
Remember, I live right near an intersection. There's some noises that I can't control. What was I saying?
Yeah.
What I'm worried about doing a live by myself is I don't have somebody to bounce off of.
It's hard.
There's just the comments, and there's gonna be a lot of like silent. Here goes some more.
It's fine. Hey, that's part of life. That's part of life. Yeah.
There's gonna be some silence, spots where I'm trying to think of what to say next, or I'm reading something. So those are the things that have held me back. And I don't have. I mean, I can stream with Prism. I can stream. I could have been doing it with OBS.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want to.
I very, very rarely. Matter of fact, I don't know if I ever have went live just myself, because it's always, for me, it's always best to have somebody, like you said, to fill in those gaps with conversation.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I'm responding. Or I'm putting a comment in the chats.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Any questions? Any questions for anybody out there? I can hardly hear the sirens. When I do, it's just barely in for a short duration. Yeah, they weren't there long. They were not there long at all.
I live probably about 3 blocks from the volunteer fire department for our area. And then not only that, I'm right near a major route, what they call Route 12, goes through a bunch of different states up here. And I'm right near that, so there's always some kind of action.
So Know Your Joe wants to know what the poll is this evening, and it is...
Let's jump in there.
Yeah.
That's never going to get old.
Pineapple on pizza? Hashtag yes, hashtag no.
And let us know, everyone, do you like our new transition when we go into the poll?
Well, you made the comment last week. You said you wish you had a short person on the poll.
Yeah, I did.
So I just made it a microphone lady.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Let's see. Live stream consultants. Clay, is that just a function of diligent preparation on your part to not have any dead space? But treat it like a podcast that's live. Say your piece and at the beginning, and open it up for Q&A after.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we're doing here. So.
Yep. Well, sometimes. But believe it or not, I'm answering Lenny Ames because he's local. He asked if I get a lot of noise from the rock crushers. I wouldn't call it. It's not a quarry. They call it a quarry. It's not they don't have like big rock crushers, but they do smash some stones because it's called Sanssouci stone, and they have they're doing like field stone, and they've got like cobbles and different types of rock. What I hear the most, Lenny, is when early in the morning there will be a dump truck in there getting loaded. Now, I used to be a truck driver, and I used to, especially when I was in Tennessee, I used to pick up big stones, big cobbles. They were like 4-inch by 8-inch cobbles. And when those things drop into the back of a triaxle dump truck, a steel-bodied truck, it is the loudest thing I've ever heard. And you're sitting right in the truck, and they're dumping that in, and it's just, I mean, it is god-awful loud. So I hear that in the morning.
All right. Let's see. Know Your Joe wants to know. Oh, King Paco. He wants to know. Do we know anything about MIDI and Stream Deck? I've seen a couple of videos on them. I don't need them and I don't use them, but I'm sure a lot of people out there could. I don't need them for any of my functions, so I haven't really dove into using them.
Yeah. I was reading Chris's. Go ahead.
Oh no, Know Your Joe says, "Where's the background music from?" I think I got this from Upbeats.io. Upbeats.io. It's a licensing. It's not. It's a. Was it
Like a royalty free?
Yeah, royalty free. That's the word I was looking for.
You're like
Unpaid for. Yeah.
It's
It's a royalty free
It's
music.
get in
site,
trouble for using.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
YouTube is quick to give you copyright
Yeah.
bans.
That's the biggest issue I'm having with my Raw channel. I did a story. I don't know if you saw it about the twin Jims.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool, man. But the thing is I only used one picture of those guys because I was really nervous. And somebody had, I think it was Know Your Joe. He's like, "Oh, you should try to put in more stuff that's related to the subject."
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, it's all copyrighted stuff, and I can't be buying it all.
No.
So I'm really struggling with that. Like, I've got 2 more stories recorded, but I haven't posted them because I can't put any good footage on them. So I'm like, what should I do?
Can you like slightly blur it or something? I don't know.
But then I don't want to do that. It looks crappy. I want it to look good. I want you to see what I'm trying to show you.
No,
But
I
like,
get it.
I was telling Know Your Joe that like I looked up some of the pricing on like some pictures of not the twins. It was another story that I did or recorded. And the cheapest pictures that I found were $750.
Oh my god.
And that gave you a full license to use them to do whatever you wanted. When I first opened up this site, the price on the first one was $4,200.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
So you can do stuff like Creative Commons if you find things that are categorized in Creative Commons. But then I start searching up Creative Commons, and everything I find in Creative Commons is not what I'm looking for. Like the searches that I'm doing, I'll get something similar. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. I want a picture of this guy's garden or whatever it is, Can't get it. Then you can also search up news. I heard that anything that was aired on the news or in a newspaper, you can use without getting sued. But everything I find through searching that way says images may be subject to copyright. And I'm like, so I don't know what to do.
I'm sure you'll find a workaround eventually.
I'm looking, yeah.
All right, guys. Does anybody happen to have any more questions as we start wrapping things up?
Wrap it up.
We're about to bag it up. Let's see. Yeah, YouTube is quick to demonetize and give you strikes, and
Yeah.
because they don't want to pay money either. So
Yeah.
that's really how that goes.
Well, so from what I gather is you can use it all you want, but you're never going to be able to monetize on it. So if you get monetized, any video that you have that has some sort of copyright tag or whatever, you're not going to be able to monetize on that. And I just don't want to, if I ever get to the point of being monetized, I don't want to risk being demonetized because I did something like that.
That's definitely fair. Are we getting any new mics? I have my eye on a couple, but as of right now, I don't see me getting any. I do have a webcam that I'm about to review soon. Other than that, it has a mic on it.
I think it has 3.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not planning on anything I want, but my needs exceed my wants, and my needs are kind of fulfilled. So
I'm gonna tell you the one that I want, and it's one I haven't seen anybody review yet. It's the F Deuce. I can't even remember the name of it. It's the F Deuce, but it's all white, but it glows like the one from Mayano.
Yeah. Oh,
But
inside the grill?
Yeah. No, inside the body. The body of it glows. the body of it is, but it's a F deuce or Fiduce or whatever, however you want to pronounce it. I kind of want to check it out.
I'm with Know Your Joe. He said the only one he wants right now is the LS208 just because.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But I'm a budget guy. I'm a budget guy, though.
I'm not strictly a budget guy. I'm just whatever I can afford at the moment guy.
I'm not a strictly budget guy either. I mean, I got the Roadcaster.
Yeah.
But you got the, you got your mic there right there.
Yeah, well, the one that's on loan.
Yeah, it's on loan, but then you also have the SE
4100, which I haven't even messed with in a week or two because I've been having too much fun playing with this one. I just wanted to I asked Kevin earlier, when you guys watch my videos or you hear me on this, do you hear any kind of like clipping, distorting noise? Because Kevin said this is just me being nitpicky. He's probably right. But when I listen to the playback, I hear this noise, and I'm trying to decide if it's my headphones. Is it I've got brand new XLR cables that I think work fine. I didn't go and test them. I'm not that nerdy. I'm not set up that way. But does anybody hear it?
I don't hear it, but I'm not listening for it either.
Right. I'm not listening for it either. I'm just listening to my playback when I make videos, and I'm like, what is that noise? So
I don't hear it.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it myself in my headphones, but so anyway.
There you go. Nope, nothing I can hear on stream audio with or without headphones. So
Good deal.
all right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you for watching again. You guys are champions. We would not be here if it wasn't for you. Thank you for everything you do out there in chat.
Yes.
Other than that, until we see you again, thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Travel down the road and back again. Heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.